The UAW strike hits day 27, and just as the day comes to a close, the UAW is making a surprise move, calling on workers at Ford's largest plant to strike. It's sending 8,700 workers to the picket lines effective tonight. It tops our news at 10. We're glad you're with us. I'm Devin Skilliam.
Good evening. I'm Karen Drew in for Kimberly Gill. Mara McDonald live at Solidarity House for us this evening. And Mara, over the last month, this has not been how the UAW calls for strikes. What happened here?
Well, what we hear is that the bargaining didn't go so well today, but let me make it also very clear to you. This is serious. This Kentucky plant does a lot. It makes high value, high ticket items. We're talking about F-150 Super Duties, Lincoln Navigators, and Ford Expeditions. The UAW leveling a surprise to Ford tonight, shutting down, in Ford's words, its largest plant and one of the largest in the world.
Ford did not want to come to the table and negotiate with us. They gave them plenty of time and options to come out and give us a fair day's work for a fair day's pay and a fair agreement. Ford is just going to have to wake up and understand that we're going to fight back.
In a tweet, the UAW chief is claiming Ford doesn't get it. Rod Maloney tells me the UAW and Ford met today, and the union was displeased with Ford's economic offer and called on the Kentucky truck plant to join the strike. From Ford tonight, quote, the UAW leadership's decision to reject this record contract offer, which the UAW has publicly described as the best offer on the table, and strike Kentucky truck plant, carries serious consequences for our workers, suppliers, dealers, and commercial customers. Ford estimates at this point that this shutdown goes well beyond the 9,000 workers at the plant and will affect close to 100,000, including suppliers and dealers. Back here live, Karen, Devin, you never know who you're going to run into outside of Solidarity House late at night. UAW Chief Shawn Fain surprised us this evening. President Fain, can you give us an idea of what went down this afternoon that motivated the strike action against Ford? I understand you were very displeased. I also understand you may have said something to the effect of no bucks, no trucks. Can you fill us in on that meeting with Ford today?
Well, no bucks, no trucks sounds like a chant of the membership that works hard down there at Ford and all over the UAW, all over this country. And, you know, it's frustrating. Really, we have been at the table every day. The vice presidents, the bargaining committees have been working so hard to bring an equitable and fair agreement to the membership. And so, honestly, they asked us to meet tonight. We went to meet, and they gave us the same offer that they gave us 2 weeks ago. Really no progress, and so we really felt like we had no option but to escalate it. And you know, we've had members out there for 30 days almost on the line now, and you know, our members deserve their fair share. These corporations have made you know, billions and billions of dollars in the last decade, and we want our fair share. Our members deserve, and the working class in this country deserve, economic and social justice. So we had to make a decision tonight, so we did.
I'm sure you have seen the statement out of Ford tonight that they sent out to everybody that included that, in the UAW's own words, Ford's offer is the best on the table. Do you dispute that this is the current best offer on the table from all three of these?
It really depends on what aspect you're looking from. I mean, each of the three have an offer on the table, and each of the three have different nuances to it. So, I mean, I'm sure Ford feels theirs is the best, but regardless of which one's on the table right now, it's not where our membership needs to be. And so, you know, when these companies made $250 billion profit in the last, or $250 billion profit in the last decade, and you know, CEO pay has skyrocketed, and car prices have skyrocketed, our members have went backwards. And so we got to do what we got to do. And unfortunately, the company chose to take this route. We wanted to have an agreement by the deadline, September 14th, but unfortunately, the companies don't want to get there. And this is about the membership. It's always been about the membership, and it will always be about the membership.
Would you characterize this as a drastic move tonight? I mean, Kentucky Truck seems to be one of Ford's most lucrative producing plants. Those vehicles are not inexpensive that come out of there. Is this, from a tactical point, your way of striking a really serious blow here?
Yeah, I don't call it a drastic move. I call it, you know, look, we have tried. We have been very clear from day one of these companies that we're going to do things different in the UAW now. It's a new UAW. And we expect them to come to the table and get these things done early. They chose not to bargain for almost 7 weeks, and they didn't really get serious till the last week. So I don't really call this, a drastic thing. I just call it that we've been patient. We have tried to do the right thing. We've tried to escalate things on a calculated manner. But at this point, when 2 weeks later we're getting the same offer we got 2 weeks ago, it's unacceptable. So we have to do what we have to do.
How are the sales of those Eat the Rich T-shirts going?
I wish I was selling them, because I know we'd be making a lot of money right now. But you'd have to ask the shirt vendors that are selling them. But this is about the membership, and that's really everything we do right now. It's not about me. It's not about the executive board. This is about the members, and it's about the working class, not just in this country, but in this world. Everyone's going through the same thing. Profits have skyrocketed, CEOs and everyone are doing great, but the working class people keep falling behind. And so it's our time to change this and turn it around.
Mr. Fain, thank you for your time, and thank you
so
for the surprise outside of Solidarity House tonight.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Devin, Karen, back to you.
Wow, we really appreciate all of that time that he took with us, and obviously a major change today in terms of how this strike is moving along with that announcement today. We'll check back with you at 11.